What is up, you guys? So today's video is going to be like a styling tips video, and it's going to be how to incorporate fashion trends with your personal style. I get asked to do these kinds of videos and I just get a lot of questions in general about fashion, mainly on my Instagram, but I do get messages and comments here and there on my YouTube account too. So I am going to be doing more fashion tips and things like that on my YouTube channel. I just feel like it's my duty, being that it is my career, and these are tips that I give to my clients. These are tips that I use in my personal life, and don't get it twisted, these are not rules. There's no such thing as rules in fashion, and let's be real, the most iconic people in fashion history push the boundaries and were completely different, and that is why they're iconic. So stay true to yourself, make sure that you're being genuine with who you are. I think a lot of people that do follow me are minimalists and people that just have a very normal, casual lifestyle and kind of want to, you know, start dabbling into the trend world. And I think that's so cool and so fun. For me, I am not that I hate trends. I don't hate trends. I do like trends. When I like a trend, I like a trend. And for the most part, most trends that speak to me are trends that aren't really trends to my personal style at all. They're already classics to me. For example, this striped top. Stripes to me, even though it's trendy now, stripes to me are completely timeless and classic, and I'll wear them for the next 10 years, probably the rest of my life. I love them. So I do think that there is a fine line between having personal style and just being trendy, and I'm here to help you combine those two together. So I hope you guys find this video helpful. I do think that the main thing you guys have to have down before sort of dabbling into this is having a basic wardrobe, having just wardrobe essentials, a capsule wardrobe, things that you could rely on and grab to on a daily basis without thinking, without trying to like put together an outfit and things like that. Make sure that you have that down. So like usual, if you happen to be new here, welcome. My name is Lisa and I do fashion related videos, obviously. And if you love fashion as much as me, then I think we should be friends. So if you'd like, then hit the subscribe button and the bell so you can be notified every time that I upload. And I also have an Instagram, and that's where you can see how I style everything, and I post a lot of outfit of the days there and all of that. So check it out if you haven't already. So the first tip that I have for you guys might seem really obvious, but I feel like it's not. And the reason why I say it's not is because of social media. I feel like we get clouded. I feel like a lot of the times when you see one trend after another trend after another trend after another trend, you feel like almost like you're hypnotized into liking that item or whatever it is that's happening in fashion at the time. You have to remember, a lot of fashion bloggers are gifted these things for it to be a selling point for that company or whatever it is. So keep that in mind when you are, you know, scrolling on Instagram for inspiration. So let me get to the tip already. The tip is to make sure you actually like the trend that's happening. Ask yourself, stand back and be like, if I wasn't seeing it on this fashion blogger that I really, really adore and love everything about her, and I just saw this one piece chilling in the store, would you like it? Like, is that something you would truly, truly like? Is this something that you feel like you're kind of just trying to keep up with the Joneses and that's why you want it? Don't buy into something that you don't actually like. It doesn't seem genuine, and I feel like the most important thing is to stick to your own personal style. I think that is so much more fashionable and fashion forward when you stand out and you're unique and you're not doing everything that everybody else is doing, especially fashion bloggers being paid to wear certain items. Keep that in mind. Stay on track. Do not get distracted by social media. I'm completely guilty of doing that, and once I buy the piece, and I look at it, I'm like, what did I do? What am I doing? So I've learned my lesson over the years. Before I started my YouTube channel, for a good 3 years before that, I hated every trend going on. Hated it. I didn't care how much I saw it. I truly, truly hated everything. And I saved so much money during that time. That was actually when I was able to splurge like on my designer handbags and things that were more classic, even though they were, you know, more expensive. I had the money to do it because I wasn't like spending so much money at H&M and Zara and Forever 21 and things like that. And I was just wearing my basic wardrobe, everything that I already had in my closet, things that were just complete staples for me. So the whole point of this tip is make sure you like the trend that's going on. To be honest with you, anybody that isn't following a trend, in my personal eyes, because I am a little bit more rebellious when it comes to fashion, I think those people look cooler, the people that aren't doing what everybody else is doing. So make sure you like the trend that's going on. Next tip is one of my favorite ways to incorporate trends with my wardrobe, and that is by accessorizing. And one of the easiest ways to do that is doing it by the color that is happening that season. So we all know red is having a huge moment, and you could do things as simple as just popping on a red lip, red nail polish, even accessorizing your handbags. Like here, I brought my Gucci Mini Marmont because I have a little red bandana on it that I popped on it just because I think it's cute. Whether red was happening or not, I think this is cool, but I have bandanas on a lot of my handbags. This is super easy that you could do, or you can even buy like a high street or a more affordable colored handbag or texture. Like we all know velvet is having a huge moment. You could do a velvet handbag from Zara or H&M, or you can get something like this. This is a Rebecca Minkoff little bag that I got pre-loved. That was, what is that? Oh, a receipt. What the heck? That I got just because I really wanted to test out if a red handbag would work for me. So I bought it, you know, pre-loved. And you could do things that are more affordable, and you can even do scarves or things like that. Earrings, anything that is trending, you could do with an accessory. Trust me, it's more affordable. It helps you just try out a trend if, you know, if you're too scared of doing like a full-blown commitment to it, and then you save money like that. So accessorizing is the easiest way and my personal favorite, and probably what I like to do the most when it comes to trends. The third tip is something that I like to do when I really, really, really love something and I kind of feel like it's borderline too trendy. I like to ask myself if there's 5 things in my closet that I'm able to style that item with. If the answer is no, even if I only come with 4 things, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. So it's called my 5 rule. I have to feel like I am able to incorporate it with what I already own versus feeling like I need to buy more items to wear that piece to make it work in my life. So ask yourself if there's 5 different ways that you can wear that item with that's already in your closet. It's gonna save you money, and it's also gonna help you not make mistakes later down the road, because more than likely, if you can't style it with more than 1 or 2 ways, or even 5 ways, you're really, really not gonna like it later on down the road, because that can kind of already give you the hint that it's not staying true to you. So that is like a huge, huge, huge tip for me. Last but not least is wearing one statement piece at a time. I know there's no such thing as rules. If you are so immersed into the fashion, you know, world, and you know, you go to runway shows, you're at press events and all these things, you are totally, totally capable of wearing your complete outfit being statement. I bow down to you because that's awesome. That's a really cool life. But I don't do that on my days off. I'm going to Target, I'm running errands, I'm getting my car washed, I'm, you know, giving my dogs a bath, I'm hanging out with my boyfriend, I'm going to the movies, I'm doing really casual things. So for me, what really works in my life is just wearing a basic outfit from my wardrobe and popping on one statement item, whether it's a top, an accessory, or whatever it is. It just sort of works. It helps me feel like I am being fashion forward, but I'm also being sensible and realistic in the real world. I'm not shaming anybody that could wear from head to toe any statement look or full-blown trend look, but it just doesn't work for my life. And this isn't a rule by any means. This is not a rule. This is just something that I like to remind myself so that I stay realistic, because I have walked out of the house, you know, plenty of times where I feel like I'm doing the most and I feel good right when I walk out of the house, and then later in the day I sort of just look down at myself and I'm like, where were you going? What are you doing? You're not walking a runway or anything like that. So just chill, bring it back a little bit. So that is just like a huge tip that I like to remind myself on a daily. And for the most part, I don't wear trendy things every day, like at all. For the most part, I am in just like my basic wardrobe, especially like on my days off and I'm just chilling, or even days to work that I just do not feel like trying and, you know, pushing the boundaries or feeling like that. But when I do want to look trendy and fashion forward, it's just one piece at a time. I just think it's a lot easier for me, at least, and that is a huge tip that I give to my clients as well. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Those were 4 tips that I love to use. They're like the basic heart of my tips when it comes to incorporating fashion trends with personal style. So out of all of this, I really do want you guys to just remember staying true to yourself, you know, wearing what you already own, making it work, rock the shit out of what you already own, because to me, that is being the most fashion forward and having the most style. Having style and just wearing trendy things are 2 different things. So remember that. So stay true to who you are. If you like videos like this, then give it a thumbs up. And thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Mwah.